Good morning, Loveland. I'm Mike Meldon, and this is the Loveland Weekly Podcast, brought to you by Gina Dubell-Smith, eXp Realty, and Stone Pillar Farms. About 2 years ago, I found out that the Cincinnati Polo Club's matches were being held here in Loveland, right off Dallasburg Road. It took me about a year to make it to a match, and it was well worth it. It was a gorgeous day last summer. We loaded up the kids, some snacks, and some booze. And we met another family there to enjoy the day and watch some polo. Now, I've never really been particularly interested in polo, and I know pretty much nothing about it, except for what I saw on Pretty Woman. So I was pretty excited when they let us go out and fix the divots at halftime. But that was only part of the fun. They allow you to bring your dogs. Like I said, you can bring food, you can bring your own booze, and sit and enjoy a nice day watching the horses play. And it really does get exciting. If you don't know the rules too, this is what I found interesting, is they announce the rules of the game as you go. They know that most people there don't know all the rules of polo, and so they explain it. And that makes it a real nice experience also. My kids had a phenomenal time. My friends and I had a phenomenal time. And we've been saying that we got to go back ever since. So I'd urge all of you to mark your calendars for one of their home matches this summer. It's inexpensive, it's for a good cause as they donate a portion of their proceeds to local charities. And, like I said, you get to learn the game as you're there. Check out their full schedule at cincinnatipoloclub.com. Today we're going to listen to a short interview I did with Robert Reed, the current president of the Cincinnati Polo Club. He tells us about how he got involved with the Cincinnati Polo Club, how accessible it is for people, and then some changes that might be coming along. Today is Monday, June 12th, 2023. Could we just start out, Robert, telling us a little bit about yourself? What got you maybe into polo and how you got involved with the Cincinnati Polo Club?
Sure. Well, we got into polo actually mainly through COVID. We're looking for something to do during the afternoons, and turns out polo's being played just up the street from one of our friends' house. So we popped up there one afternoon, and basically a few gin and tonics into it. Someone asked if you wanted to learn to play, and so I said, yeah, it'd be great fun. And 3 years later on, I'm actually the president of the club and have my own horse. If you'd asked me 3 years ago, I would have said no way.
That's amazing. So have you always ridden horses?
We had horses growing up, but I was never a big rider, so I'm familiar with them. But I really learned to ride through polo.
Yeah, I saw you guys just had an event the other day, just 2 days ago, to get people more involved and to come out and to see that it is for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, very much so. We had a little clinic on Sunday. We had 6 people come out and started off with just doing groundwork and some basic hitting, and ended the afternoon with actually them on horses, just knocking the ball around, had a little scrimmage.
Let's say somebody did want to get involved with the sport. Would you need your own horse, or could you pay fees or rent, or how does that work?
Yeah, we do have some horses to lease out. First 2 years I leased a horse, and then purchased my own horse, but we have a couple that we have available. And it's very accessible to people. Once you get in, and you can start off the ground, just grooming or becoming a social member of the club, and then work your way onto the horse and take lessons. Like we have the clinics, but we also do private lessons.
So how long have you guys been at your local, the location you're at now on Dallasburg Road?
It's been 7 years since we're going to 8th year, and actually we are looking for a new polo field after this year. Yes.
So what can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, basically polo fields there's 9 football fields, preferably 11 to 16 acres of land with good access for trailers to come on. We built that field. It was a bean field before, planted it and got the grass going. It's one of the nicest fields I've ever played on. So we do a good job maintaining it ourselves. Yeah, it's just something we're looking for, and if anyone knows of a place, happy to look into it.
Right. So you mentioned that you play at other fields. Is there a team that you travel and you play other teams in the area, or how does that work?
Yeah, well, we're the Cincinnati team, but there's down in Lexington there's a team. There's actually a couple of teams. We played on last Friday night, the Commonwealth team down in Lexington, which is an arena polo team. But Lexington also has their fields out at the Lexington Horse Park. And then there's Columbus has teams, and Pittsburgh. There's quite a few teams around here that we all travel up to, and they'll come down.
Wow, it seems like quite a commitment too. Then.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, you get into it as much as you want. Like I said, if you pull a polo game is 6 chukkers, and one horse can only play 2 chukkers. So if you're looking to play the whole game, you need 3 horses. I only have 1 horse, so I play 2 chukkers a game, which is plenty for me.
Wow, I didn't realize that either. Yeah, I think one of the greatest things was the interesting was once I found out there was a Cincinnati Polo Club, never been to one, never really thought there was one around here. And I went last summer to one of your is it called a match? Is a polo match, I guess?
Yep, polo match, yep.
I went to one of your matches, and I think one of the greatest things is it seems so, I don't know, out there and unfamiliar to me, but friends said just to go and check it out. But I think you guys do a phenomenal job of telling people what's going on throughout the whole match and explaining the rules. And I think a lot of people, I think, feel like I did, almost like, why would I go? I don't know a lot about it, and it seems so far away from what I'm used to. But I felt like you guys did a really good job of making people feel comfortable there.
Yeah, we have a great announcer, Gordon Reed, who will kind of walk you through what's going on the field, explain, what's happening and the basic rules of it, so you understand what's happening out there, because it's a fast-paced game, and with a 1,000-pound animal thundering past you on the sidelines, it can be kind of intimidating, but it's exhilarating at the same time.
I bet is that what hooked you? What's your favorite part about the sport?
I mean, honestly, when you're on the back of the horse and you're going full speed down the field and when you actually make contact with the ball,
Right.
and you hear that crack of the ball, and the horses love it, and you can tell when you hit that ball and it goes off, you can see the horse takes off after the ball. I mean, I've always told people that my horse, at least the first 2 years, was a better player than I was. As I was a bad hitter, I would hit it and go off it at one angle, so I'm looking at going straight forward, but he'd already changed his angle of his direction to follow the ball, so it kind of take me off guard. But and he would like the fast game too. If we got tied up in kind of a scrum type on the field, he wants to run. It's funny how much these horses really do enjoy playing the game.
That makes it even more fun to watch too.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys have in common? Your schedule looking like now? When is your next home game?
Well, the 17th of June is our first home game. We played the last 2 weekends of June, and then it's the 2nd and 4th Saturday, July through September, and then the first 2 weekends in October.
So yeah, quite a bit. And I'd like to just let people know that I think it's $25 a carload, and people, part of that money goes to charities, correct? Each home match.
Each game has a different charity.
Okay, perfect. And you can bring your own drinks and snacks and your dog too.
Yeah, it's tailgate. They open the gates at 1:15 to set your tailgates up, and we have people, just sit on lawn chairs with the cooler, and then some people come up with, candelabras and tablecloths,
really do it up.
The whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Last thing, are people nervous about not finding a field? What could happen to the club if we don't find anything for next year?
Well, we do have a practice field. We have a couple of practice fields which aren't full size, and they aren't really accessible to the public to come out to watch. So if we didn't find a field, it would be kind of almost a dormant year, just playing, as a team without spectators. Which would
so you
be
could still have your matches.
Yeah, we'll still be playing. It's hard to keep us funded when they don't have charities coming in and spectators and sponsors. So we're always looking for sponsors and spectators.
Well, hey, I appreciate it. People put the word out there to look for a spot, and make sure you go out and check these guys out. Anything else you want to add, Robert, before we go?
Yeah, I mean, polo is one of those games where it's a full contact sport where both men and women play against each other on equal terms. So we're out there having a great time, no matter who you are, what you're doing. If you can you get a horse and start and play, we want you to come out and play with us. We have a great time.
Looking ahead in Loveland, Chris Lee Acoustics will perform on Saturday, June 17th from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Gazebo at Nisbet Park. These concerts are free and open to the public. Also Saturday, June 17th, Loveland and the Grail are holding a free nature walk, campfire, and music event. The event starts at 7 p.m. at the Grail, and music will start from Alex Salcido of the Harm Brothers at around 8 p.m. The event is free, family-friendly, and limited, so please RSVP at loveourland.org. Oh, and don't forget your blanket, chairs, and BYOB. I hope to see you there. We have something truly special here in Loveland. Thank you for listening, and have a great week.